Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Were you stretching toes? What are you doing?
I was rubbing the arch of my foot, but
All right.
I don't know what I was doing.
You need to get you a man to do that.
I know.
You don't get you a man. Was that disappointing when you ended up with a black man that wasn't obsessed with feet stuff? Because back when we got together, it was like at the height of black men licking toes propaganda in pop culture.
It was. I think I'm still hoping for it one day.
Yeah?
I haven't given up hope.
You're hoping for some honey on them toes?
Yeah, one day.
You just don't know what it feels like?
You get freakier and freakier the older we get. So how am I supposed to not believe that this is eventually going to lead to 70-year-old me with you licking my toes?
All right. I mean, I appreciate your long-term goals.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad that you have some.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We were talking about that we needed some relationship goals, right?
Yeah.
So now there's one on the table.
All right. My goal is to never lick them toes. I like it. Our goals work together.
You're just keeping me around, huh?
We're keeping each other around, I guess. I'm gonna see if I can thwart all of your advances. Man, that was a crazy time period when it was being put out there that black men were into sucking toes.
It was almost like black men would lick. Like, it was like licking lips, licking toes. It was just like a lot of licking for black men.
Yeah, it was like black men are lickers.
Yeah. Lick
Big
the body.
lickers.
Like,
yeah.
It was like all those reality TV shows, like the freakiest. I don't know why but they'd always weave it in to like the lady on the table with sushi on her.
Yeah.
And like I feel like if there was a black man on that reality TV show, he was licking her.
He was licking her, yeah. You feel like when black men move side to side, they're moving their body like a tongue.
Yeah.
Like a tongue that's going like a licking tongue.
A licking tongue, yeah. Yeah.
Move your body like a licking tongue. That was it was in songs. And then there was a point though when I feel like the perception of the black man that licked lips started to get like weirder and weirder looking.
Yeah.
Like he became he started to become more of a fetishy dude.
Yeah,
You know,
sure.
like there was a time though when they were trying to say, the working class black men that love to lick toes.
Come home from work in his jeans, kick off his boots, start sucking a toe.
Put some honey on them toes.
Yeah, that's how you kick back.
Yeah, there was I guess when because that was the thing. It was like licking toes, and it was like a normal guy. And then it was like put honey on the toes. Like, okay, that's an R&B guy.
Yeah, you might have some music in the background when you're doing that.
Yeah, and then it was like
foreplay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's candlelit.
Yeah.
Evening.
Yeah. It's a special moment.
Bearskin rug shit.
Yeah. Why did every black man own a bearskin rug?
I don't know. I've never seen it.
No.
It was in every fucking R&B video though. That was crazy.
Yeah.
I've never been into a black person's house and they had any sort of animal rug. Not even like a particularly plush carpet.
Yeah.
You know? I've never seen it.
My great aunt and uncle had like a sunken living room that was like orange, like plush carpet.
Yeah.
And they were hippies and they built that house, and
I
who knows in the day.
There were some shaggier carpets around when I was a kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know. But I think they were pretty hard to maintain.
Yeah. I think everybody's like, it's nice, but come on, really?
Yeah. We gotta come on.
Like the cleanliness, like you just can't.
It's getting all the honey. Can't get the honey out. You expect me to not walk around my house after getting my toes sucked with honey? Like, come on. It's my house.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a wild time.
Mm-hmm.
It was a wild time in the history of perception of black men. What a fuck. It was a wild west of the perception of black men in the media at that time. That's I guess like interesting. So I pulled a boogie off the wall today.
Yeah, we are that. Yeah, I'm starting to find boogies in places.
Right?
Yeah.
That's a weird thing that our son is up to. I'm assuming it's our son.
I wouldn't be so sure. I caught our daughter in the car the other day with a boogie on the finger, ready to wipe. I think I caught our son too. I don't know. Maybe it was.
Nah, I feel like now that you say that, because I was just. I don't know. I think I was giving our daughters too much credit.
No, they're boogie wipers.
They're boogie wipers because they would be more likely to wipe it in a blatant spot.
Yeah. Like
our son has a little shit. Because that was the thing I was thinking about. Like when I found it, it was like in the hallway, like on the like it was like this is like as I'm walking up the steps, I see it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and I'm
yeah.
like, what is that?
Yeah.
Like, is that a chrysalis? Did something hatch out of that?
No,
It was big. It was big.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know. I felt like when I was a kid, we gotta say something to him about it, because I remember I used to put them on the wall next to my bed, and it was like, but it was like right at the edge of the bed where the bed met the wall, because like my bed was against the wall, and it was like just down.
Yeah.
So one time my mom moved my bed, and there was just a lot, like a straight line, as if somebody, you know, took a string and was like, you can't go below this. Like, this is the line. It was perfect. It was a perfect line of boogies.
Yeah.
I remember that about it. I remember my mom made me come look at it and to make me deal with my shame.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember, like, man, that is a perfect straight line.
We had a like, it was a recliner or something, a chair that got thrown away, and like it was all filled with boogies in there. Like, I think that's partially why we got rid of it.
Okay. That's what everybody in your family put their boogies. But so the crazy part about that is my mom gave me a solution, because she wasn't like, you know, this kid is sophisticated enough to not put boogies on places.
He's putting boogies somewhere.
Yeah, he's definitely not going to put it in a tissue paper and dispose of it properly.
So where'd she tell you to put your boogies? In your butt?
Yeah, put the boogie in the butt. Boogie. Yeah, my mom was a huge Eddie Murphy fan. I'm kind of surprised. I'm disappointed that she didn't tell me to put the boogie in the butt. But she did tell me to put a dinosaur bone in my butt. So she wasn't not telling me to put stuff in my butt, is what I'm saying.
Enough.
So, no, she taught me the roll and drop method.
Yeah, she was okay with that.
I mean, I guess to her it was like, you know, if you roll and drop, like I think she even said it, when you roll and drop, it gets like, it's less sticky, so then it can get vacuumed up.
Yeah, yeah. I would rather vacuum up boogies and find them stuck on the wall.
Because you don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know they're boogies. You just hear the clicking in the vacuum cleaner.
Look at that vacuum cleaner. Clean that up.
Yeah, maybe toenails. Maybe, you know, you can, who knows? Just loud dust. Who knows what
for
that
sure.
is.
Yeah, there's so much gross stuff on your floor when you have kids.
It is.
It's okay.
It's disgusting. But, you know, of course, if it's I don't know, man. I'd rather vacuum them up.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I'd rather vacuum them up.
Yeah.
You know, my mom was onto something. I think we need to teach our kids to roll and drop.
You roll and drop.
Which is going to be funny, because I feel like our daughters are going to find that gross.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they want to touch it as little as possible.
Yeah, they fling it out of their nose to the wall.
Is this a boogie on the microphone? They're everywhere. Our kids are putting boogies everywhere.
Yeah.
And we'll get into the show in a second, but I want to talk about this. So, you know, first of all, you want to tell everybody what I did for you for Mother's Day?
You
come on.
Had the kids clean up the house?
A little more. I mean, that I did not have the kids clean up the house. Actually, I don't want to steal valor.
Oh.
That was all their idea. Well, I cleaned up some. There were parts of it that I cleaned up as well, but the parts of it that the kids cleaned, that was all their choice that they did for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They cleaned up their playroom for you.
I appreciate it.
For Mother's Day.
Yeah.
But yeah. So you wanna tell the people what I did for you?
What did you do?
You don't remember what I did?
You let me go hang out with my friends?
First of all, let me unpack that statement for a second. So do you accept my dominion over you?
No. No. I mean,
is that what just happened?
I didn't ask.
Are you trying to get your toes licked? Oh, so I let you, huh?
Yeah.
Sounds like somebody's got a toe licking plan going on right now. What? What? You know I've always wanted dominion over a woman. You know I've always wanted that. What are you doing?
What did you do for me for Mother's Day, Sidney?
You don't remember?
No.
You don't remember?
No.
You don't remember biting into a Popeye spicy chicken sandwich for the very first time in your life?
You did give me fried chicken. I was kind of hoping for sushi today, but you got me fried chicken, and I appreciate it.
Oh, man. Wait, so Was that the first time you ever had a Popeyes spicy chicken sandwich?
Yes, I've never been to Popeyes without you, Sidney.
Okay, I was making sure because wait a second. You eating fried chicken without me? Are you kidding
Get
me?
my toes licked.
When I have dominion over you, you're gonna be eating fried chicken without me. Yeah. So you're welcome, by the way.
Thank you.
For that Popeye spicy chicken sandwich on Mother's Day. You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Also, so here's a funny story about that, right?
Yeah.
So I've been craving the Popeye spicy chicken sandwich for a little while, and
you got it for me for Mother's
I
Day.
did. I did it for you. Well, actually, not the spicy because I get it without mayonnaise, and the spiciness is in the mayonnaise.
It's a very good sauce.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Out. The sauce and the pickles go very well together.
That's what I hear. That's what I hear. But as a person that doesn't eat mayonnaise, because I don't like mayonnaise, it's not like I'm trying to stay jacked and like mayonnaise is the devil. It's like, no, I do not like the taste of mayonnaise. That is a hard thing for people to wrap their brain around. But I just don't like it, right? And it for me it ruins food. So I get it plain. That's my business, right? So anyway, there's 2 different Popeyes chickens that are close to us. One of them is in a town a little bit closer, but they don't have a drive-through, and the other one has a drive-through. So, I'd rather just go to the drive-through. So I go to the one that's a little bit further away, and I went to it the other day, and like little backstory on Popeyes. They run out of shit. It's like it's not a black owned and operated establishment, but it's mostly in black neighborhoods, so it carries itself that way. So they be out of shit all the time. It's insane. Like the one time I went to Popeye's Chicken and they were out of chicken.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me?
You can't. Yeah.
You're so what is Popeyes then? What is Popeyes without the chicken?
Got some muffins.
Right? It's like So and they were out of chicken and they were out of fish.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
All of it.
Right? So, and that happens a lot.
How does that, like, I've never worked at a fast food place, but the stuff comes in frozen, right? Like, there's a big fridge.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you get deliveries daily.
Daily?
You know, it depends on what type of fast food place you have and what you're getting. Yeah. But I feel like a lot of the places that have chicken stuff, they get their... You know, you also have a fridge that you store stuff in. Yeah. Right? But you get deliveries pretty consistently. Okay. You know, and it's I mean, because your storage space can only hold so much. Yeah. And you're a fast food restaurant, and you're slinging chicken. Yeah. You know, and then they put it deep in the middle of a black neighborhood, like within walking distance of homes. It's not even like a lot of times when you go to a fast food place, like you have to get in a car because like the street that it's on isn't safe to walk on. You know, it's like driving shit. But this one, it's like you can just like stroll out of your front. You know, it's like it's not a dangerous walk. From door to door. Yeah. Right. You know, a neighborhood notwithstanding. Yeah. Right. So I go to this one that has the drive-through. It's like in a little complex with a bunch of other stores, and I go to the drive-through, and I like this Popeyes also too because it's an Indian guy that works there. And he has I feel like when Indian guys are good at customer service, they fucking rock at customer service. Yeah. You know, like they do everything right. Like you can hear the smile in their voice on the intercom, through the drive-through. Yeah. It's like even if you can't understand a word they're saying, you're like, fuck, this dude is enthusiastic. I appreciate it.
Yeah, they train them in customer service over there.
Well, it's also too, I feel like they do all the aspects of the job right. Right. So in the handbook it says, when you greet the customer, greet them with a smile. And it also says that when you're working the drive-through, when you engage with the customer, use a smile because that's picked up. You can hear that and feel that. You know, and so that's in the handbook, right? They're just following all the rules, which is another reason why they fucking rock. But you can trust that this is a clean establishment. They follow all the rules, right? So it was... I hear his voice and he's cheery and I'm like, yeah, this is the man. And I go, you know, can I get a chicken sandwich, no mayonnaise? And he's like, we don't have any chicken. He goes, no chicken. And I just started laughing, right? Because it was like, again, to me, it's like happening again. And he starts.
Happened today?
No. Oh. This happened a couple days ago when I went, right? Like, because I've been craving it, so I've been trying to catch it. You know, like I have these days that I can't really just like often go to Popeyes because it's a little bit of a drive. So I have to go at night, and it tends to be when it's close to closing,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so I start laughing, and he goes, "Wait, what did you say?" And I was like, "Chicken sandwich, no mayonnaise." And he goes, "No chicken." And then I just started laughing again. And then now he starts laughing because I'm laughing at the fact that Popeyes runs out of shit all the time,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I mean he's laughing at we're cracking. He gets it. He works at Popeyes. He knows it runs out of shit all the time. He says come to the front, right? And I go to the window and talk to him, and he greets me with a smile, and I go, so you ran out of chicken? He was like, no, never had chicken. And I start losing it. I'm like,
A whole
what?
day without chicken?
A whole, right? You know what I mean? It's like, when did you run out of chicken? Like, when could I have come here and gotten chicken, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just like cracking up. Now he's cracking up, right? And yeah, we're just like enjoying this moment of the fact that Popeyes is always running out of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Me as a customer, him as an employee, we both get it. No harm, no foul.
Mm-hmm.
I leave the drive-thru, and then I look to the left as I'm about to leave, and a couple stores down, I see Popeye's chicken.
There's another what?
No, I was at Dunkin' Donuts. That whole entire time. So he was laughing at me.
Asking, yeah.
And he thought I was also laughing at me.
Yeah.
Man, what a fucking miscommunication that was.
Yeah, you're an idiot.
Yeah. Yes. That was probably the dumbest thing that I did
Yeah.
in a very long time.
Yeah.
You know? And it was like they're very close to each other. They almost share a drive-through entrance.
Almost.
Yeah. It's they kind of do.
You didn't look at the board, like, and get thrown off
I don't. I know exactly what I want. When I go to fast food places, most of the time I know exactly what I want.
Mm-hmm.
So I never look at the board because I'm not trying to get enticed by all the other shit. I don't want to sit there being like, you know what I mean? It's like, come on, I know what I want. I'm not like a Popeyes guy. I'm a Popeyes chicken sandwich guy.
Yeah.
So all I want, the fries are like noodly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's yeah. So
Yeah, but you were at Dunkin' Donuts.
I was at Dunkin' Donuts. I was at Dunkin' Donuts. It's just funny to me that they both happen to have a very enthusiastic, cheery Indian guy.
You were like the lady that went to the wrong house and was like, "What? There's no chicken here."
Wait, what lady that went to the wrong house?
Sorry,
That's
didn't
vague.
explain. The cop that went to the wrong house and shot the guy because he scared her.
Oh, well, that was a deep cut.
Yeah.
that was you just supposed to get that reference.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I mean, yeah, if things if like imagine if I was the pop off type of person.
Yeah.
Like cuz that was funny to me. That wasn't embarrassing to me.
Yeah.
That was funny. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
But if I was like the pop off type of person
Mm-hmm.
and start flipping out on them for not cuz I've experienced Popeye's chicken not having chicken before
Mm-hmm.
and I just popped off to them and then realized that shit.
Yeah.
Like, man, like what do you do with that? What do you do with that energy?
Oh no.
You know? But yeah, so that's who I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is the man you want sucking your toes. Yeah, so you ready to get into the show?
Sure.
You got some apologies for this week? You got some my bads. And again, what we're doing right here, this is a segment called My Bad. And, you know, as two people who are trying to reach enlightenment, right?
Yeah.
We got to make sure that we set the energy back to neutral at the very least. We don't want to have negative energy circulating around our aura.
Yeah.
You know, even if a person doesn't know that this apology is going to them, just getting it out of you and even with the universe, I think it's a healthy thing to do, right?
Yeah.
So you got any apologies for the week?
Oh. I don't know. Do you have any? Can
You had a
go
perfect
first?
week?
I can't think of who to apologize to
Okay.
right now.
Well, so it's second week in a row an apology is being made because of the interaction between us and our kids, right?
Okay,
So it was me. It was
Okay.
This is my apology. So I'm walking the girls, having a lovely day, and so as this is, I have to apologize to a lady who are freaked out with my intense disciplining of my children. Right? We're having this lovely day. We're walking with the dog. Girls are skipping. Right? As this is happening, we cross the street. As we cross the street, the girls are skipping. This lady parks her car next to us.
Yeah.
Right, and I can see her seeing the girls. Like she parks in the same direction that we're walking.
Yeah.
Right, and opposite direction. And so I can see her seeing the girls skipping, me with the dog, and she's like, oh, they're twins, they're identical twins.
Yeah.
Skipping and with a fucking poodle.
Yeah.
It's a scene for women. Women are like, women almost crash their cars.
Yeah.
Gawking at these girls.
Yeah.
Especially now with the dog, it's insane. It's like it's a safety hazard. So as she's parking is when I asked the girls what sound does the letter B make?
Oh, jeez.
And there was that instantaneous transition. So as this lady is parking, like she sees this beautiful scene.
Yeah.
That she wants to come out and talk to. She like her and her daughter was in the car with her, and like it was like a teenager.
Yeah.
And they're trying to hurry up and get out of this car so they can interact with these girls before we pass by too far.
Yeah.
Right? Happens all the time.
Yeah.
Right? Happens all the time. And in the time that they were like, they open, when you open the door and you like they're facing away now, and like in that time. The whole entire.
I want to get me some of that vibe over there, that sunshine vibe over there. They come around their car and like, I might get to interact with this.
Yes.
And it was a rain cloud, huh?
By the time
thunderstorm,
she shut her fucking car door. It was a whole different scene. It was a whole different scene.
Yeah.
And now like the girls. So again, it's like hard to explain how our girls like go into this instant cry.
Yeah.
When they are met with a challenge they don't want to fucking do.
Yeah.
Or like a frustration they don't want to try to overcome or whatever. I don't.
Fear of failure of something.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, I don't know. I was gonna say I don't know if they're even able to articulate if they're old enough, if they have the vocabulary or the understanding of vocabulary enough to articulate it. But at the same time, neither do I.
Yeah.
I have no idea. But it's an instantaneous.
It gets them.
I literally said, what sound does the letter B make? And they stopped mid-skip. Mid-skip and like backed up.
That feeling when you like know that you've like crossed that line with them.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Because like now you're like in a position where you're like, I can't let them do this and think this is okay. But you're like, can I just take that back? Like, can we? Oh.
Yeah. I feel like people can understand this, even if you don't have kids. It's that feeling when you're in an argument with somebody or in a disagreement with somebody and you're just making a point.
Yeah.
And they're like, calm down.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm fucking calm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, I didn't do anything to make you act this way.
Yeah.
I didn't. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Now, this is something that should make you act this way. Yeah. So that lady stumbled, but like her momentum was going towards them.
Oh no.
And they had to
I could like if she literally like that silly walk that people do when they come in a room and walk out of it. It's like Billy, if she did that, it would have been like, yeah, I get it.
They literally had to do that because where they were going, they parked and they were going to a place that was across the street.
Yeah.
But she got out of the car and came all the way around with her daughter, and they started going towards the girls, and had to be like, and they didn't have a strong course and good footwork. Their turns were it was so funny. It was so funny, but I apologize to that lady.
Yeah,
because I mean, I wish that I just wish that I was able to handle that better. Like there has to be an off switch that as quickly as they go into that cry, there's got, as above is below. Like if there's an Unbreakable, there's a Mr. Glass.
Yeah.
Right? There's got to be something that turns that off.
Yeah.
You know? And I just apologize to that lady that I haven't found that yet. And because of that, she had to, she probably hurt herself.
Yeah, she probably just has a neck cramp. Right,
you know what I mean? Like she probably hasn't slept right since.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'll have to piggyback your like a child experience, but like it's growth from last year because we went to the grocery store again.
You mean from last week?
Last week, yeah.
Yeah.
Last week we went to the grocery store again, and I was like, before we,
it's like, should we just turn this into the section where we talk about how we're bad parents?
My bad.
Sorry. I don't know what to tell you, man. Well, we enjoy each other. We spend too much time enjoying each other, man. We can't do both. We can't do it all. No. There's only so much time in a day.
Yeah.
It's either Ansley's gonna enjoy the fact that I have dominion over her. Well, nope. Either we both enjoy that, or we have very well-mannered kids. You can't have it all.
So, before we go to the grocery store, I'm like, guys, you cannot scare old people when we're in here. Like, do not be turning corners like you do. Do not run so fast towards an old person that they like wobble their knees. Like, don't hurt the grandparents, okay? And they're like, okay. So we go in there, and they were pretty good. Like, they were, they did their thing. I didn't yell the whole time. Maybe once or twice. Like, we got through the grocery store. We get in the checkout line, and there's like this older black woman who's like kind of squarish, and she's behind us. She's like bald, like not bald, but she's like.
Yeah. So like, okay. So I think right now, what might be easier, because there's so many archetypes for black people in pop culture. What type of black woman are we dealing with? Like this is a square church lady?
No, in Waiting to Exhale, those movies. Mm-hmm. You know how there's the one friend. She's like the overweight lady, and she's got really short hair, and I think her husband's cheating on her, and she's just like, angry. Yeah. Like.
She's angry because her.
But she's like always nice to everybody, like. Yeah. Like she doesn't.
Like, is she getting her toes licked? Yes or no? Like, if the relationship is going well.
Not at this point in the story. This is pre-toe licking. Like after she gets divorced and meets a nice guy, he licks her toes. And like, that's her exhale. She hasn't exhaled yet. This is pre-exhale.
So this is a square woman who's waiting to exhale.
Yes.
I think we know the type. Okay. Square black lady, waiting to exhale, go.
So then, like she's like behind us in the line, and there's like balloons everywhere now for Mother's Day and stuff. And so like how our kids are around balloons. They're like getting them down. They're like using them as punching things. Like the girls are like, "Papa, get it for me!" Like they need the princess ones, and they're just like so now the balloons are going, and they're like whirlwinding, right? But they're like staying here. But like she's in the middle of it, and like they're like knocking, like there's those balloons that don't float, and they like are knocking them off the stick, and she's like trying to help them pick them up. And they will be right next to somebody, and they like ignore them, they like look through people still. Yeah. So they're like not even seeing this woman as they're like doing all this, and like. She was just like, but she was like totally nice about it all until they like whirly dervished away from her. And then I was just like, I'm sorry, they got a lot of energy. And she was like, it was like her moment. Yeah. And she was like, don't we wish we all had that energy?
Well, you probably got it. Here's the funny thing about that occurred to me is that we're gonna have to start ushering our kids away from people that don't have good footwork. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Which is gonna make us look like stuck-up parents. Like we're just like get away from that square lady. You're gonna really inconvenience her life a great deal. She's waiting to exhale. Man, what a bunch of like unruly biracial kids must like feel like to a woman who's waiting to exhale. Yeah. Not just a black woman, it's any woman waiting to exhale. It's just like fucking kids.
But like, so I could tell she didn't like it, but she was very nice about it all, and so my bad to her.
Square the energy away. Yeah. Energy's good. Yeah. We're perfect now.
Yeah.
We did it again. We're back to neutral. It's a clean slate. Yeah. man, there's nothing, literally nothing holding us back. We should be able to achieve enlightenment.
Yeah.
It should happen
Okay.
in this episode. It's got to happen.
Okay.
This is the one.
Oh.
We squared it away. We're good. We're ready. We're moving forward. You let's see. What is we're gonna here's one. Here's a new one. You want to do a new one?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Got a new segment for you?
Okay.
All right, here we go. Size doesn't matter. A little segment called Size Doesn't Matter.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where we take a second to talk about the little things. It's just a tiny little thing that we appreciated. Maybe a person did. Maybe it's something you noticed in nature. Just a little thing that just, you might take for granted if you didn't take a minute to.
Man, it's funny you say this because, like, when I walk back from our shed to our house and I stop and I look and I see, like, I was, like, looking at the sky and the clouds today.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I have this thought to myself, like, if this isn't enough for us, or if, like, this isn't enough for me, because it's, like, so pretty, you know? It's like, what is? You know what I mean? And, so I've been, like, that's been hitting me, like, over and over again. And, like, that thought of, like, I guess, you look at, like, and it's kind of morbid, but, like, looking at your life and being like, I could lose all of this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what if this was all gone? And, like, now what are you grateful for? You know? So, like, that thought has been in my head a lot.
Yeah. That's awesome. It's funny because I did see you take a moment.
Yeah.
To appreciate everything. And I looked out at you and I was like, what a fucking weirdo. You're like trying to, like, absorb moonlight. You fucking weirdo. And people driving by you. We don't have a fence. Our neighbors see that.
We have some new neighbors. Have they stopped talk to you yet?
No. They talk to you?
The girl stopped today, and, like, I said hello to her. She didn't really say hello back, but, like, we almost had a moment.
Yeah. Okay. She was like, and then she remembered that you fucking absorbed moonlight in your backyard.
Just wait, because Janelle gave me some sage to light.
Yeah.
And and I appreciate her for that. The little things, like, I feel like it's awesome, and so I'll be doing that soon, so she can take that in.
Yeah, I think maybe the thing that I appreciate is the fact that you're a weirdo. It's like, I think that's, I think, I guess what I'm saying is, like, yeah, it's like, it's cool that, we're in a stride in our life that, there's a comfort level there where you can be a weirdo.
Yeah.
Like, that's like, that's, I mean, man, think about the fucking, where this relationship came from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Trying not to be weirdos when we met.
Yeah. We were, like, we were kids.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they were so cool. Remember, we tried to be a cool couple at one point.
We were dressed up a lot.
Yeah, we went places. We did things.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were like, nah. Going places and doing things that ain't us. That ain't us. Well, I mean, that's still you. I get that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. It's I just feel like I have a lot of things to appreciate. Like, even, and this might sound absolutely ridiculous, right? Because I'm starting to now get comfort being more who I am on a regular basis, right?
Uh-huh.
Because I am, like, I like to be very complimentary of people.
Yeah.
I've always been that way. And I feel like I notice things in people that, where I can see evidence of, like, hard work and dedication or some sort of, like, level of discipline and where a person is putting a high level of attention into something.
Yeah.
Right? I like that. I like seeing that in a person, and I like acknowledging that in a person, because I feel like when I was growing up, when I was, like, trying to achieve success in sports, rather than people acknowledge or, be mindful of the fact that I was working so hard, people wanted to believe that I somehow had a natural talent for this.
Right.
Or like, oh, look, you're so lucky that you're this. It's like, well, what about all the fucking work I'm doing?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm lucky for.
Yeah.
I'm lucky that I have the will to do this fucking work.
Yeah.
Right? So when I see the evidence of something like that, when I see the efforts or the fruits of somebody's efforts, like, I want to be like, hey, man, dude, good job.
Yeah.
You know, keep up the good work. It's you're doing it.
Yeah.
You know, and I really appreciate the package that I whatever appreciate your package, dude. I love that package.
Yeah.
Great package.
Putting in a lot of work.
Size doesn't matter. I love that package. But yeah, so you know, and then so like me and Tim Butterly, we went up to Brooklyn this weekend. We did some stand up comedy with with this Mike Harrington. He's one of the Gas Digital guys, and he hooked us up with a spot on his weekly showcase. Right,
That's awesome. Yeah,
it is awesome, right? And it's really hard to be because I'm not like I don't want to say I'm standoffish, but I don't think people typically expect me, like whatever it is that I am, to be as complimentary as I am. I guess
usually your drill sergeant isn't.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, and I think people expect me to be arrogant
Mm-hmm.
a lot, and then when I'm not, they think that I'm up to something.
Yeah, you are. You do seem sneaky.
I seem sneaky. I seem like
Yeah.
I'm trying to get away with something.
Yeah.
It's like there's no way, like that dude with fucking assistant manager eyes.
Yeah. He's just trying to ingratiate himself to me so that he'll find something out.
And I'm just doing it naturally, right?
Yeah.
But, you know, people quantify the way that people do that thing naturally. And it's like, I'm probably doing it by the book. Like, you know what I mean?
He read the manual. What
Dude,
is he's definitely up to something.
You know what I mean? It's like, this is like fucking, that was like human resources approved compliment. Like, that's like, I don't, it was a good compliment, but it was like very, you know, it's like, it seems, and again, like I'm giving compliments to these things that like people might find personal that other people might not even notice because people aren't so tuned to seeing where the hard work is in little places, right? And it's yeah, and so you know we were up there, and we were just being nice to people, and not trying to like play, because I just want to be myself, you know. I just want to be able to be myself, and not worry about what that seems like how it's coming off, and I think that was the first time that I ever really did that. And didn't leave the situation thinking, oh my God, they're going to think I'm trying to, you know, basically butter them up to fleece them for something later.
Right.
You know, and, you know, I guess I'm just like very appreciative that I'm at a point in my life where I can do that.
Yeah, it's very freeing to be able to say I'm going to be nice to people and it doesn't matter how they react to it and like really mean it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
like,
it's the funny thing is, too, it's like, you know, the confidence from being able to fuck somebody up.
True. Doesn't hurt.
Doesn't hurt.
You're like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Dude, so I'm going to be nice to you. And if you have a problem with that, I am going to choke you unconscious. Yeah. I'm going to wrap you up. It's going to terrify you.
Yeah.
You know, before you go night-night, it is going to be the scariest moments of your life.
Yeah.
So confusing.
Yeah.
You're gonna feel like everything you do seems to make it worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have much aggression in me right now. It's like kindness for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm, you know, and again, I'm not even trying to reach enlightenment with that. I'm just trying to be myself.
Yeah.
Right. And I feel like more people. It's like scary to be kind.
It is. I definitely have been trying to like. So I think we talked about this. I don't think we've talked about it on the podcast yet. The like how we don't put any emphasis on our heart anymore. You know, like we're like, you know, with you think about the mind and the heart, and you kind of think about like how people like descriptive and poetry language talks about the heart and like with love or being heartbroken or whatever, and you're kind of like, yeah, that's fairy tale language, you know, but everything's in your brain right now. And even down to the point when you talk about, you know, trusting your instinct. And like, so when somebody comes into a room, you're like, oh, if you know, have a feeling, you know, you should recognize it. But like that feeling is something like that's in your heart, you know, like, and I think as a society, we've gotten very far away from the heart as a emotional entity, because that seems childlike to us. And
yeah, because it's like your heart doesn't actually break, child.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a metaphor, but it's not a metaphor. You know, I guess what we were talking about is like that's ancient wisdom that comes from people who had no fucking iPhones and they were very in tune with how their bodies reacted with nature. They figured out the fucking stars and shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like those people realize that something actually damaging happens to the heart.
Yeah, there's like an electromagnetic field. Like your heart is putting stuff out, and that field can, that energy level, it can change, and it can like be damaged. And if it's not flowing, like, you know, like you can explain it however you want to explain it. But like right now, you know, in my mind.
Oh, get out of here! Our dog just walked in here like she belonged. Get out of here! Out of here! Damn! she came in here and was like, all right, you guys are done. That was sassy.
Yeah, that was.
That's a sassy dog walk.
Yeah.
She was like, no, you're talking my shit. This is my shit. Like, listen to your heart. All right. So, yeah. So,
you know, like, so the way I've been thinking about your chakras you damage your chakras, right?
Yeah.
So like you can't flow, you can't grow, you can't ascend, you can't learn, you can't like properly function as a human being.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the heart. No, but no, I agree. I feel like I don't feel like a lot of people protect their heart, and I feel like that's what I was doing for a long time. I felt like I was being overprotective of my heart, and I'm worried that might have been causing some sort of damage as well.
Yeah.
You know, so like in hindsight, now that I'm not being overprotective of my heart, I'm like maybe that was.
I agree, because like you think about the language that has always been used in terms of it, and you have to open your heart, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like I think like what you said about that being ancient wisdom, like your heart breaking, and like the way we refer to all those things, I don't think it's by accident, you know?
Yeah.
So like I think like that idea of opening your heart is like a necessity to make everything, you know, like it's like a creek, you know, it all has to flow, like things have to move, like you can't protect yourself in that way. And so like I've been doing like the meditation a lot, where you like just try to like focus on your heart and fill it with gratitude, and like feel that, you know, that not just think about things you're grateful for, but like feel that feeling, you know, in that you have in those moments, you know, like when you feel like your heart grows, like like you literally feel that, you know, like so like I've been kind of focusing on that and doing that a lot.
Yeah, when you were talking about, you know, opening the heart and like the stream, right, it reminded me of, you know, how we were talking about those trees that grew in the biodome. Did I talk to you about that? Like I saw a meme. I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm gonna say it like it's true, right?
Okay. Because it's a bro.
Yeah,
news.
Right. This is bro information. Come on. Two Jack bros, dude.
Yeah.
We're bros.
Yeah.
Bro, you see that meme, bro?
I saw that. No, meme. No, bro. Tell me about it.
There was this meme that was talking about trees growing in a biodome.
No.
Right? And they kept falling over.
Yeah.
Because they weren't strong. You know why, bro?
No sunlight in a biodome.
There's sunlight, dude. Bro, there's sunlight, bro.
Okay.
Bro.
What doesn't it
this
have
is
in
gonna
the
blow
biodome?
your mind, bro.
Yeah. No love. Nobody
There's
was hugging.
No wind. And the wind back and forth is what strengthens the trees to be able to stand.
That's deep. That's like deep on so many levels.
Yeah. So if I'm overprotective of my heart, I'm not allowing it to strengthen itself against the resistance of the wind.
Right.
So all of these people that I'm protecting my heart from now are capable of damaging it because I have nothing. I'm not strengthened against it.
That's so. Yeah. You got to bend. You can't be all rigid. You can't break.
I gotta bend. I gotta be honest to myself about the fact that there's gonna be some people that upset me and disappoint me.
Right.
You know, and that is what it is. My heart has to be open.
Yeah.
And if I'm not open to disappointment, I'm not gonna be open to, I guess whatever the opposite, like ultimate success, or like, you know, like goal achieving.
Right.
You know, because I'm protecting my heart from disappointment.
You know how deep this is? You just got to trust, Sidney, which is where I was at, right?
Yeah.
It's all about you just got to trust.
This is trust. And again, this trust, that was a fun episode. That was on the Patreon. If you're not subscribed to the Patreon, check out our Patreon.
Yeah.
We're over there. We're continuing this quest for enlightenment on the Patreon.
Yeah.
And we get to get a little deeper, a little more personal. Like Ansley had a competition this weekend. She competes in jiu-jitsu, and she's bro, she's good, bro. She's so good. So, but you know, that's probably something we'll talk more about on the Patreon.
Yeah.
Ansley got her first win as purple belt. Because she was wrecking shop at blue belt. You know, all sorts of accolades. Not going to get into that right now. It's not the point. But this is her first one at purple belt, and we're gonna get into the day of that, a little bit on the Patreon. So it's worth it. It's a good time, man. If you want to get a little more personal, you want to go 2 Jack Bros After Dark, check out the Patreon.
They think there's gonna be toe sucking now.
Yeah, right.
Don't let their fans down.
It's
Like, you better suck a toe.
It's like with the borderline racist and sexual shit that they say on this free episode. What the fuck happens after dark?
Yeah.
Yeah, come to the Patreon. Come check it out. But yeah, no, I think that's definitely something going forward that I want to be mindful of.
Yeah.
Like I want to stop because so it's funny because so do you this gets into how my weak ass brand.
Yeah.
Right? So we're going to talk about how each week that you go through kind of we want to be able to like assess the week and look back on it. And so this segment we like to talk about like what we would call our week, how we would brand it, how we would title it. What was the theme of this particular week, right? And that is your weak ass brand. We just threw ass in there because we're all about the butt on this podcast. Come on.
Yeah.
It is through the butt that is the gate of enlightenment.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta thrust through those gates. You gotta thrust.
Yes. Get in those gates.
Get in those gates. Get in. You gotta thrust it. All right, let's get in those gates.
Get in those gates.
So yeah, it's so I don't even know how I would brand this week, but it's like it's I don't know. It's like it's like it's a week where I'm learning to know what I already know, right? It's because you don't always implement what you know is the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm trying to because I feel like I do lead with the I lead with the body more than I lead with the mind. Right. And what I mean by that is like, I do listen to my heart in a lot of ways, and that's that's where I protect it.
Yeah.
Like I feel like when my heart is like, dude, when the spidey senses go off in my heart,
yeah,
dude, I fucking wrap it up.
Yeah, and sometimes you react to it like without using your mind.
Well, yeah, because sometimes people get in there before I realize that they were in there.
And then you need vengeance.
I got to get them the fuck out of my heart.
Yeah.
I got to get them out.
Yeah.
And I'm partially mad at me that I let them get so deep.
Yeah. This is you. Yeah.
And, and I want to start to try to lead with the mind a little more, and I want to see where that gets me, where I guess at the end of the day too, it's like, the answer is always, to be able to be in the moment and allow the moment to dictate that. But it's like I got to be more conscious of what I'm allowing, right? Because again, growing up with a single mom,
remember it's Mother's Day. You better be nice.
I'm being nice, but you growing up with a single mom, you're willing to burn some bridges. you know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, come on. Yeah. And I have to be mindful of that. Yeah. So I'm trying to I'm trying to lead, because also too, so another thing is like a lot of times when I'm in a riff session with comedians, and like how I'm a very complimentary person, a lot of times like I'm like, oh my god, this is so fun, they're so funny, that is such a good joke, you know what I mean? I get hung up for a little while and I lose the flow of what's happening, so I lose my ability to contribute in the moment, right? And it's like I gotta, I don't know, because I'm always holding those compliments back because I don't want to mess up the flow of the riff session, but I'm also distorting my own flow, and I don't think it would mess up the flow of the riff session if I was just being myself. Yeah, so it's gotta
trust it, Sidney.
I gotta trust it, dude. It's just just being honest about the moment and just trusting it. You know, it's hard
to say like tell your friends you love them. Like that's
it is.
Yeah.
It is.
It's like, why is that a hard thing to do? But it's like,
yeah, is this going to make my friends think I'm weird?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, I don't even care whether or not they love me.
Yeah, I just want to tell you I love you.
Yeah, I just want you to know, dude. No big deal. We don't have to be friends.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so sorry. Like, we don't even have to you don't have to ever talk to me again. I love you, but we don't have to talk. Like, we're cool. I'm cool. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that. I didn't mean to weird you out.
Yeah.
It is, and it's but I think people want to hear that they're loved. I think, and maybe it is the fact that we're getting at a point in our age, or maybe it's the fact that we're getting at a point in society. I think something's changing in society. I think we went too far away from each other with social media, and we're snapping back to each other right now. And of course, it was helped by the little vacation from humanity that we all had.
Yeah.
Right.
Made us all miss each other a little bit.
Yeah, I think we're snapping back.
Yeah.
We're snapping back, and it feels good.
Yeah.
And I think this is like, again, this is, I don't want to be behind a time period that fits who I am.
Oh no, you gotta embrace that shit.
Dude, I've been fucking a square peg in a round hole my whole entire life. The hole started to square up.
Yeah.
And now I'm ready to jump in that gate, man.
Get in there.
I gotta thrust in them gates. I'm ready to thrust into the gates.
Okay. That is your mission for the next week. I want you thrusting.
I'm gonna thrust so hard into these gates. I'm gonna blow these gates wide open.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's man, what a fucking great episode.
You don't want to hear about my week?
Yeah. What is your weak ass brand?
Well, I mean, I need your help with it, I think.
Okay.
So I was gonna say I felt like it was my week as as a warrior, like I was getting ready for battle. I had the competition, and that's all, easy to understand. Then I felt, today's Mother's Day, and that's like, okay, this is a holiday to get through, like it feels like a test,
Okay. Which a test. I mean, you might have
recently losing a mother,
Yeah.
like to go, I know everybody's talked about how hard the first year is, and you go through all the holidays and like the moments and everything, and Mother's Day is like the first big one.
Mm-hmm.
And like I already had thought about it and talked to you about it previously, like what is that going to be like, anticipating it. And so I was going to feel, I went had to face these things. But then the more I sat here and thought about it, it feels more like this week was about the people that I have on this journey with me. Yeah. Supporting me and like there at those moments. And like today, I heard from a ton of people, got to hang out with some amazing ladies, and just like the more I thought about it, the more I've just been surrounded by people and their love this whole week. So I think that was my week.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you need my help because I have dominion over you and you just need permission to have a week like that? Where did you need my help?
Naming it. I didn't feel like I gave it a name.
Yeah?
Stop trying to dominion me.
Yeah. It's like a you mean branding it. How are we gonna package this and market it to the people?
Yeah.
How are we gonna get this week out to the people?
Yes.
We need to. Like, how are we gonna put this week on the shelf at Walmart?
Yeah. And I mean, you were here for this week with me too, so I feel like you felt it, right?
Because like black people are really good at naming shit. You need an A1 mixtape nickname for your week.
Exactly.
Oh.
I mean, white people didn't come up with waiting to exhale, like.
Yeah. I don't know. I like. It's like there's a temptation to want to go, I guess, a little too artsy with the warrior love combination. Mm-hmm. It's but you did fight some bitches. Well, they weren't bitches.
No, they're beautiful people.
They're beautiful.
Everybody's freaking beautiful people right now.
Yeah. I mean, just
beautiful people.
Beautiful people. Beautiful.
I'll take it.
Beautiful people.
Beautiful people.
Just a week full of beautiful people.
Yeah.
Some of them you fucking fought. Some of them help you get ready to fight them bitches.
Yeah.
Beautiful people. Beautiful people. That's what bitches is an acronym, by the way.
For beautiful people.
Beautiful.
It's
a beautiful, innocent, trusting compatriots here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. You feel good?
Yeah.
You feel good about this episode? We feel good.
Yeah.
This wacky shit happened. Ansley,
Yeah.
did it happen this week? Did you reach enlightenment?
No, I did not reach enlightenment. But I feel like.
What if all it took was getting your toes sucked?
And you were holding me back this whole time.
What if all it took for me was sucking toes?
This is your fault.
Yeah.
You were trying to have dominion on me. You don't want me to reach enlightenment.
Yeah, I've been doing it all wrong.
Yeah.
I gotta let go of this dominion.
Yeah. I will say this about my journey for enlightenment on, I felt like, I really missed talking to my mom before the fights. And like, I was like, she's with me, and I kind of talked to myself to her like throughout the day. And it felt really good.
That's good.
So, for what that's worth.
I mean, I feel like that's something that, we should probably be more open to, because again, the way things get bastardized and changed through pop culture and things passed down, and again, this goes to my conspiracy theory that there is a force at hand trying to stop us from reaching inner peace, because we label people that talk to themselves crazy.
Right.
We're dumb. As humans, we're fucking dumb.
Yeah.
And a lot of the things that we're like, people shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
It's like, we don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
No.
It's
There's always also a reason why it's always the crazy person in the town that lives on the outskirts that talks to themselves always ends up being like the brilliant person that has life figured out.
Dude, Zhang, the fucking master firebender sitting in a tent yelling at people.
Moana's grandma.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, our life isn't fucking driven by cartoons, though. That's not who we are as people. I mean, we also live in reality and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're fucking doing it, man. We out here, dog. Yeah, I don't think I did. I don't think I reached enlightenment this week. I enjoyed my week, though. I felt like I had a lot of human progress.
Yeah.
I'll fucking backslide completely next week. No, but I felt good. I felt like I was moving things in the right direction, and like I'm really curious to see how I can apply going forward this being less body and more mind, right? Seeing what that does. I felt like I was doing it this episode.
Yeah.
So if you notice a difference, let me know.
I'll have to think through this, but I think maybe I can be less mind and more body.
Ansley's gonna be more body, yada 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 yada. Yeah, it's not a cool song for the mind.
No.
Dude, somebody needs to come up with a cool song for the mind. Because not having a cool song for the mind is a terrible thing to waste. I'm sorry, I could have did better. I could have did better with that same fucking phrase. Do people know that a mind is a terrible thing to waste?
I think
is that?
Yeah.
Because we're 40. Oh, I'm 40.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Yeah, I'm not 40.
Yeah. I don't want to let people think that I don't get them young.
Us young people, yeah. No, us younger people, we know that.
All right, cool. Speaking of that, you ready to end this?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening. We love you all. Let me do some shout outs really quickly, just because we can spread the love a little bit. Help people thrust into these gates.
If your name gets called, you better thrust.
You gotta that would be yeah. If you hear your name, just thrust. Just a little thrust for the two Jack Bros. We're thrusting, It's like, how about this? Just thrust. Every time you see a fucking full moon, thrust. And
every time you see a friend, thrust.
Or what I'm saying is, like, if you see a full moon, thrust, and we might be all thrusting at the same time.
Oh.
It might be like you might be able to feel the energy
of the thrust.
Of a communal thrust.
That would be pretty awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
If dude, what do you think it would feel like? It would feel like it was like it just felt like it was in slow motion. I don't know. It was just like it was like tingly. It was like in slow motion. I could feel every muscle. It was like yeah. So every time you see, or maybe just pick a time.
The time of day. Everybody thrusts.
6:09, 69. Every day at 6:09. Morning and evening.
Give a thrust.
Give a thrust. Shout outs, by the way. Shout out. Mike Butler, Mike Levy, Liz Bot, Doc, Kevin Stevens, Julian from Canada, and his wife Meg. Says that so. Man, I complimented a comment on a picture of hers. It was a good compliment.
Yeah.
By the way, I just realized that it was one of her pictures of her. I don't even know if it was her design.
It was those cool ass pants she was wearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And my comment was like, it was like you have amazing style and all of your pics rock.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I felt good about that.
Thrust on that.
Right. A little thrust.
Yeah. How about you thrust? Can we give a thrust to Doc and getting his story published in the magazine?
How do we not talk about that?
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, yeah, who was cool enough to use inspiration, like who trusted us enough that we weren't going to be dicks about it at any point.
Yeah.
To use something that he was inspired by from listening to Two Jack Bros.
Yeah.
And who told us. He didn't have to tell us that.
Yeah, no.
Like, we would have never put that. As much shit as we talk about on this podcast,
yeah,
I don't think we would have read that story and put together like, oh, dude, he got that from our podcast.
Yeah, I agree. I
agree.
agree. 100%.
And he used our names in the story, which is crazy.
Freaking awesome.
Dude, it's like, oh my God, we're part of art.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That is insane. Do you remember what the story's called? I'll put the information about it in the info for the podcast.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, definitely shout out to Doc, and that's what I'm saying. It's like, like I feel like I have such a habit of like protecting my heart so much that it created it reads,
mm-hmm.
and I feel like that makes people nervous around me. Like, what is I feel like this guy could shut down at any moment. I feel like I could say the wrong thing and this guy would fucking look through me for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's true. It's fucking true. I just don't want people to know that, man. I want to keep secrets. I gotta open up my heart so I can keep secrets. So, is that where everybody keeps their secrets in their heart?
One day you'll know.
All right. Shout out Kevin Lau, Mary Jo Butterly. Shout out Mary Jo Butterly.
Oh, yeah. She's amazing.
Yeah. In the Butterleys period. Shut up, Butterleys. You know what, Mary Jo? I'm going to let you fucking carry the mantle for the Butterleys.
She's got dominion?
Yeah. She's got dominion over Tim Butterly. Like tiny Mary Jo has dominion over Tim Butterly.
Yeah, she does.
That's awesome. Shout out Nicole, Raj, Janelle, Courtney, Coach Rick, Keith Butts, Andrew, Pace, Kyle Hancock, Erica Daniels, Levi Mercer, Justin Masabi, Ezekiel Ellis. These are like, I like these, all these people make me feel good. That's why I like doing the shout outs with these people because I just enjoyed their impact for whatever, I don't even know or care if any of these people still listen.
I know.
It's just like, I fucking appreciated the impact that you had at a point.
Yeah.
And this is what you get.
Yeah.
Fucking love it or not. I don't care. I'll fucking choke you. Ezekiel Ellis, Logan, Ryan, Roger Down, Joe Rob, Joe Francis and his girlfriend's company Saved by the Reef, TJ James, our man Down Under, holding us down under, Nick Cupsey and his 2 books, Lost in the Mail and the 5 People You Meet in Wawa. This old guy, I don't remember who you are, but I hope you are doing well. Made it
thrusting.
Dude, thrust. Thrust. Be careful, watch your hips, but thrust. Chris Bruno, Kevin McGram, Graham Hoffman, Chris Tucker, Derek Towson, who is my brother. We have a different last name. We will get into that one day. Sean Dowdy, the fucking seafood king, right? Guy Patterson, Brian Bachner, Toscani Rodriguez, Sean, the boner king, king of all boners, John Montag, Sam Amon, who is a sick artist. I can't wait until we can, we're about to display this. We're rebranding.
Yeah.
And we're about to have all that come out.
Yeah.
So excited about that. And Cam Snyder, what up? What up? You're currently listening to Melissa Val Kingdom and her band Circadian Clock. Check out her stuff on Beethoven Violin. And that's like, dude, I just want to, I'll send her a message. Great person. Mm-hmm. Great person. Yeah. Thank you so much for listening. We love you.
Love you. Got you.